There are many worlds that our wizards have still not traveled to in Wizard101. A few of the coolest and most interesting ones are Yago, Wallaru, and Alissar. These are a few of the worlds we may visit in the 4th arc. Today I'll be analyzing some of the little known facts players deserve to know about them. Yago is a space-themed world somewhere in the spiral, and it was first mentioned by Kogasha, a elephant boss in Wisteria. He says he dwelt in peace with his people within the star fields. This brings us to the Onis. King Zhao has confirmed that elephants are Onis, and that Yago is most likely their home. There are many different kinds of Onis in Wizard101, including the Death, Jade, Plague, and War Onis. Considering the diversity of Onis, Yago may feature different types of environments, such as a sun-themed area for elephants. One thing we do know about Yago is that it will have a dark outer space theme. Perhaps there will be Greek mythological Celestians like Astraeos, since Kogasha mentions he comes from beyond the stars. Wallaru is an Australian-based world that has been quietly mentioned several times in Wizard101. Jackie Whisperwind, the Balance Scholar, was the first, saying, "Welcome back, how is Wallaru?" Or wait, you were going to Zafaria. The other times Wallaru was discussed were when an NPC from the Brandon Make-A-Wish quest shared that the legendary Dejiri dragon had resurfaced in Wallaru. Brandon then stated that he better finish quickly so he could get out to Wallaru. Dejiri comes from the word Didgeridoo, which happens to be an Australian instrument. King Zhao has confirmed that Zander, the Life Scholar, is a native from Wallaru. Because the word Wallaru means kangaroo, there is a possibility that Jackie Whisperwind comes from this world also. From the pictures in Zander's classroom, we can see that the world has vast land with rocky formations, just like the Australian outback. The NPCs will probably include koalas and kangaroos, but fabled dragons may also be a possibility considering Brandon's statement. So I wanted to come here to the Life Room in the Arcanum and just talk for a moment about Professor Zander and his growing up in Wallaru and his description of it in the Ravenwood Bulletin Board, which he described it as being savagely beautiful, which it certainly appears to be from the paintings that you can see hanging in his classroom right here and right here. You can tell that the land will be very rocky and have an outback theme to it, as the world will be Australian themed. And he describes it as being savagely beautiful, which means it will probably have a lot more than just the outback. There will be lots of trees, lots of beautiful clouds, and probably a huge forest. And of course, there will be lots of wildlife, hence the savagely part of that statement. And not only did he say that about Wallaru, but he also mentioned how he had a great interest in life magic from a very young age, which could mean that either it's just his personal preference, he just wanted to become, a life scholar, or it could also be influences from the land of Wallaru and just the wildness of it. And that could mean that, going to Wallaru would provide us with, an experience, sort of like how in Dragonspire is fire themed, or in Polaris is sort of an ice theme. In Wallaru, it could be very life-like and, give us a look into basically the origin of life magic in the spiral. Furthermore, Zander mentions how he was trained or tutored by Wallaru shamans. And there have been shamans in the game before, but usually they're just, NPCs. Now, what a shaman technically is a trainer who has great knowledge in the spirit and the mind, and basically another realm, which is really awesome, and is basically an entirely separate part of magic on its own. So Zander obviously got some training from shamans himself, or basically was tutored, and he does look like he's meditating here in the classroom. Like he's got a lot of deep stuff on his mind. He could be in an entirely different realm at certain times, different dimensions or something like that. But basically my point in saying all of this is that Wallaru could have a huge focus on shamans, and the conflict, if we would ever have to visit Wallaru, could be related to, other shamans attacking them. There is a type of magic called harmony, which comes from Mushu. And harmony magic is air, the spirit, the mind. It's basically like bending from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So all of this is really interesting. It could be some insight on what a plot would be for Wallaru if we ever have to visit it. And so it definitely sounds like it's going to be a really cool world. Alissar is one of my favorite unseen worlds, mostly because it is described as a lost city. Our wizards first heard of Alissar in Zafaria. It was revealed that a spirit named Queen Alissar was an exile from Alissar. Alissar has a lot of potential to exist in the 3rd or possibly even the 4th arc. One theory for this lost city is that it could actually be the Hidden Lands, or be located within the Hidden Lands. What's also interesting is that in a post raising the question of Alissar being the Hidden Lands, KingsIsle spotlights it in their August 2016 bulletin board and says, very interesting. KingsIsle once mentioned that they had further plans for Alissar, and were even going to use it as a dungeon instead of Darkmoor. If KingsIsle still has Alissar on their mind, we should definitely expect to see it one day. As for the world's culture, Queen Alissar was the queen of the elephants when she lived in Alissar, so there will definitely be elephants and possibly other animals like deer or bears. This lost city will probably be hidden within deep forests and feature an ancient civilization, or perhaps an advanced one. Please don't wake me from this nightmare. These are just a few of the many worlds that our wizards have not traveled to yet. Yago, Wallaru, and Alissar are hidden gems in the spiral that would add new beautiful locations, exploration, and culture to the storyline. Perhaps if there is a 4th arc, we may find our way to these lands. However, there is always a possibility they will still hold an influence on the 3rd arc. Until then, Imperia, the Hidden Lands, and Broken Shores await. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let's aim for 50 likes on this video if you'd like to see another theory right after this one, which is going to be the top 5 most mysterious NPCs in Wizard101 that could secretly be evil. I'm also going to be making an episode 2 of my Wizard101 conspiracy series, so make sure to leave a like if you'd like to see that as well. And I also accept donations now, so you don't have to donate, but any donation to the channel would be really appreciated, and the link is down below in the description. Other than that, there's also going to be a lot of PvP vids coming out soon, so make sure to look forward to that, and I will see you guys in the next vid. Peace.
My mother told me that the world has got its plans. I wanna